Hey, what's going on YouTube? Lionel here again, and I have a another fragrance review for you. This one comes from by far my favorite house, especially niche house, but definitely favorite house anyway. And it is a sample vial of Taste of Heaven from Kilian. Um, this is um, uh, I got the sample pack, so I didn't go into when I first found out about Killian, they hadn't had the the boutique hadn't come to our Saks yet. It got there around November the 1st, the end of October. So now it's there, and I really need to go visit it to make some more. See if I can get some more of the Arabian Nights uh, samples. Maybe not. I want to give Incense Oud another run before I decide to purchase it. So and I had a sample, used some of it, and then lost my sample. So I did enjoy it. I mean, I wore it one night, and it literally um, one spray on my hand. I think literally, you know, caused my wife to um, you know, gave her great pause to say it was strong for her. It does settle down quite a bit. The incense oud. Now, and when I get it again, I'll probably do a review on it. So I got to wear it twice, just one spray, and then I wore it to work and snuffed people out pretty good. So it's definitely incense oud is definitely a monster in the area of projection. So um, this is again Taste of Heaven, um, and this is from my second pouch. Yes, this is from my second pouch. So I ended up having about 6 samples for some reason. The Taste of Heaven. I don't know why. I think the guy when he sent it to me sent me like 2 of them or 3 of them or something. And then I got a couple of the sample packs, and it ended up being I ended up getting 6 of them. So I've used 3 vials. I have about 3 left. So anyway, let's get into it. Let's get into the notes. This is a busy one from Killian, which is quite unusual because outside of this one and Back to Black, most of the notes are about 5, 6 notes. But this one in the top, I hope I can understand my writing. There's orange flower, there's geranium, there's bergamot, there's rose, and there's wormwood. In the heart, you have lavender, patchouli, oak moss, amber, and vanilla. And in the base, you have tonka. So quite a busy fragrance, quite a array of notes. Few of them contrasting. Um, I would think contrasting notes, but you never can tell with a fragrance. So, what does Taste of Heaven smell like? It is heavy on the lavender. It is um, uh, heavy on the vanilla. It has a nice amount of amber on it in it. A tad bit of patchouli and some rose. The orange flower is around. The bergamot is there. The geranium is is heavy, but it's let me tell you something. Typically, okay, so if you smell geranium pour monsieur, and you know the geranium, I mean you know it's a geranium scent. Here, the geranium you really can't smell, but it gives you this medicinal herbal type of fragrance. I don't know what wormwood does, so maybe you can help me that on the reviews. So I don't know what wormwood is. So anyway, I get a lot of geranium, but it's cloaked by the lavender, and it's cloaked by the amber, and it's cloaked by the vanilla. So it just kind of gives this medicinal principle to it. It's sort of a almost like a Vicks vapor rub type of feel on your skin. Like when you can almost feel the geranium on your skin, um, and it's very nice. I like it a lot. It has this kind of cooling mintish, peppermintish type of feel on your skin, if you know what I mean. So, um, um, so typically, what it is overall to me is a heavy lavender, vanilla, amber with a hint of rose and medicinal and some sweetness with the vanilla and the tonka. It lasts all day. It is a very long-lasting fragrance, as most of the Kilians are on my skin. And for some reason, they work for me. I know some people were complaining about Back to Black, and I don't have longevity problems with this fragrance line at all. Actually, it's one of the best qualities for me that it is just it lasts all day. If you're into fragrances last all day, some people like to go, a scent of the day and a scent of the night. I typically don't care. If I invest, if you buy the coffin, if you buy the whole, you know, key and box and all of that, you're going to spend quite a bit for this one, as you would for all the Killian. So um, the projection is very nice. It does get it becomes it projects very is very bright, and kind of goes after people the first few hours. Then it becomes kind of a moderate scent, and then as it dries down completely, you get a sweet lavender, tonka, vanilla type of scent. The florals are around, the roses around, but it's not a main player in this fragrance. As it would be like in Cruel Intentions and Rose Oud, those types of fragrances. So, um, sillage is above average. Longevity is great. Projection is above average. Actually, I would say projection maybe in the area of great. At least for the first few hours. Compliment factor. For some reason, man, I didn't get any compliments for it. And a few people smelled it. I didn't have to ask. I had to ask one coworker who usually gives me an opinion, and she said it's not my favorite. She said it's okay, but it's not my favorite. And it's so funny because I absolutely love this fragrance, and not just because it's Killian. There's something I really like about geranium and lavender and amber. I'm a you know what oud is to Dan, amber is to me. My favorite fragrances are amber-based fragrances: Amber Absolute, Amber Russi, Amber Rousse. I really like Amber Sultan, Ambre 114. So I'm an amber boy. I like amber for some reason. Um, what else can I say? So silage, good. I mean, it will leave you a nice trail. But again, as it relates to compliment factors, of all the Killians I've worn, I always get compliments when I wear any of the Killians. This one didn't get anything from me, so it didn't garner any uh, compliments from the outside. But for me, it's a very nice fragrance. If you do not like lavender, you would want to avoid this fragrance. There's no use of getting it because it is a lavender balm. Um, I think if you go to Fragrantica, I'm sure a few people said it. I hadn't really looked at it, but it is a lavender balm. The patchouli plays very, very nice in this fragrance. Very nice, very subtle, just giving it some depth. Um, Oak moss, I don't really know. Amber and vanilla is sweetened up a lot by the vanilla, especially as it dries down. It's a bit medicinal on the top. Then as it dries down, the vanilla is the main player. It's vanilla. It becomes strictly, to my nose, sort of herbal, lavender, vanilla, amber, tonka scent. And the tonka plays about as nice as the patchouli does. So overall, I would give this high marks. Maybe four, maybe a little more, um, uh, maybe a little more. But if you're looking for compliments, this is probably not the fragrance to get. Greatly appreciated. Those are my two reviews for today. God bless.